Hi everyone, this is Susie. So today we're going to be making some chilaquiles with black beans, and these are the ingredients we'll be using. I have some oven baked tostadas, and I'll leave the link below on how you can make those. I will be making a green tomatillo sauce with tomatillos, serranos, garlic, some salt and pepper, and then we're gonna make a kind of like a pico de gallo to go on top of that, with some tomato, cilantro, scallions, and I have my black beans, and then I have some vegan queso fresco, or you can use any type of cheese you like, and some sour cream. So if you want this, I'm also going to give you options to make it into an oil-free recipe, but this one will have a little tiny bit of oil, okay? So let's get started. So I have my comal and I put some aluminum foil and I am roasting the tomatillos. And I have 3 serranos here, but you can do, depending on how spicy you like it. And then just make sure you turn these over every couple of minutes so that they don't totally burn. And we're going to take these out before the tomatillos. We're going to let these sit there for a little bit, okay? So it's been about 10 minutes and now I'm just going to flip over the tomatillos and cook them for maybe another 5 minutes or so. So it's been about 5 minutes, and after that what I like to do is I like to put it in a little like baking container or dish or whatever, and then I put it in my toaster oven and I bake that for about 10 minutes or so at 350 degrees, and I took out the chiles because those were already done, okay? Okay, so now we're going to break up the tortillas, and these are fully cooked. So if you don't want to use oil, the only thing that you would do is you would grab your plate where you're going to serve your chilaquiles, and then you would, break them up, or if you already have them broken up, you would just put them on your plate and then put the sauce on top and all the rest of the ingredients. But since I'm going to show you how I like to cook my chilaquiles, I'm just going to break up all the tortillas in, small pieces. Okay, so I turned on the heat and I have 8 tortillas here for 2 people. This will be like for 2 people. Good for 2 people. And then I'm just going to add the tiniest bit of oil. So it was maybe like half a teaspoon of oil. And that is usually good enough to cover all of the tortillas. So all I'm going to do is just stir this really well for like a couple minutes. And I'll be right back. So it's been a couple minutes and this is what they look like. As you can see, they're barely covered in a little tiny bit of oil. And from now you can go, you can cook them depending on how dark you want your chips to be. So it can be, anywhere from like 3 to 5 minutes or a little bit longer, okay? And just remember that you do have to constantly be stirring them because they will burn if you don't. Okay, so these were in the toaster oven for 10 minutes and these are ready to go. And I'm just going to put all the tomatillos, the serranos, and you can start with like maybe 1 or 2. And if it needs more, you'll add the other one. And some garlic. And also some salt and pepper to your taste. And I'm going to put all this in here and then give it a blend and I'll be right back. So here is the tomatillo salsa, and the good thing about this is if you have any leftover, you can use it with some chips. You can even add maybe some chopped avocado in there, and that would be really nice, and some cilantro perhaps. So here we have our black beans that I just rinsed and strained, and I chopped the tomato, the cilantro, and the scallion, and I have some sour cream. Like I say, you can use, I'll leave the link below for my jazzing up to the Tofuri sour cream, or you can use your own vegan sour cream. And here I have our chips that I just toasted a little bit. It was a total about like 5 minutes, and this is what they look like. And then I have some of my Mexican cheese. You can also use the pepper jack cheese that they have now. I'll tell you right now the brand. I can't remember right now, but I'll let you guys know. That tastes really, really good too. So this is a cheese that I bought the other day, the Follow Your Heart pepper jack cheese, and if you haven't tried it yet, it is amazing. It's not super spicy, but it is amazing. So what I did is I just took like a couple of slices and I put them on the side of my plate and I was just biting into it, and that tasted really, really good, but I don't have any right now so I can't show you. Okay, So because this is just out of the oven, it's hot, so I don't need to warm it up. But if for some reason, you know, you made it the day before or something, you would just heat this up a little bit so that it is warm, and then you would pour it over your chilaquiles, your tortilla chips or something. And now we're gonna add some of the black beans. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the tomatoes. The cilantro and the scallions. Of course. Of course I dropped something. Okay, and then you put a little dollop of sour cream on top. And like I say, this is optional. If you have some queso fresco, you could probably add a little bit of that. That would be probably really yummy too. I haven't tried it with this. I tried it with the other one, with the pepper jack. And there you go. And there you have it. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh my god. That looks so beautiful, you guys. And you can obviously add a little bit more of the sauce. But let's dig in. Okay. So this is going to get a little messy. I think I'm just going to do this. It's easier. Oh my god. This is so good. This is so good. I think these look more like chips. Nachos. These would probably be really good as nachos too. So I think, yes, officially these could be nachos. So instead of the cheese, you would do the sauce. And it has pretty much everything else. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is amazing. This, you guys, is amazing. So the only other thing that I would do is, like, let's say if you want your chilaquiles to be soft instead of super crispy, once you have your tortillas here that are already crispy, then you would add the tomatillo sauce. You would just pour it over in there, so that way they get soft, and then you would serve it onto the plate and add the rest of the stuff. So that would be another thing if you don't want them to be super crispy like nachos. But if you want these to be more like nachos, like this, then this is perfect. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Amazing. I was so excited I forgot about the bread. So usually how we eat chilaquiles in Mexico is with some bread. At least that's how we do it in my hometown. So you can have either like a French baguette, or I've even done it with like the Ezekiel toast. I'll just put some toast and I'll eat it with that. Or any type of whole wheat bread that you guys like, and you just like bite into it and then eat your chilaquiles with it like this. So that is something that you can do. And let me see. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you is about the beans. So this is it about the recipe. I'm just going to go over a couple of things. So if you've never tried these Goya beans, and if you have access to them, these are my favorite canned black beans. And they're now non-GMO. Yay! So these are the Prime Premium. And they also have another one that says low sodium right here, but I like these better because they taste like they have a perfect amount of salt. The other ones I didn't like them because they didn't have enough salt for my taste. They're good if you're like on a low salt diet or stuff, but these are perfect. Oh, and I didn't heat this up, so you don't really need to heat this up unless you want to, because they're like the perfect texture. They're really soft, but not like super mushy. They still hold up really well, and the flavor is good. Like everything is perfect. So I really, really like these Goya beans. Okay, and the other thing is that I started out with about 4 cups of the tomatillos, and it yielded about 2 cups of the salsa. But however, if you want to make less, so this would probably be good for us for maybe a couple of days. So I might have enough food for 2 days, which is good. And then the other thing is that we have chilaquiles. Traditionally, you have chilaquiles for breakfast, but we often have these for dinner. So like this is going to be our dinner today. So you can, this is a great thing about them. You can have them for breakfast if you like, or you can have them for dinner or lunch, anything like that. So I hope you guys give these a try. They're super, super delicious. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope to talk to you soon. Okay, take care. Bye.